Hey, howdy and happy day. What's right for Canada? I can tell you what's wrong for Canada, and that would be the Liberal government that leads Canada. There'll be 3 prime ministers over the course of the next few months. And all of them, I guess, will be negotiating with Trump. Trump's in the news every day. Trump is the world right now, and it is his world, and he's trying to expand his world. He's got tariffs, he's got land acquisitions, and with regard to this 51st state thing, what I say is write us an offer, give us a deposit, and whatever. I mean, all the resources in Canada are worth trillions of dollars, probably breaks down to about $300 or $400 million per Canadian. So write us a check. You know, somebody has 10 kids, he gets a check for $3 million or whatever. I mean, come on, write us an offer because we can counter it or we can say no. Something like that. But you know, Canada's an interesting place. There's so much going on in so many different places. It's hard to isolate away from Trump, but let's do that. CBC, the Communist Broadcasting Corporation, they've been around for a number of years, 60, 70, I don't know what it is, but it's been a long time. And they live off the backs of the taxpayers, and they don't provide a service that's honest or sincere, and they're worried about going away. Pierre of the Conservative Party, he says, I'm going to defund you. I don't know what that means, defund. That means instead of giving you $1 billion a year, I'm going to give you $900 million. I mean, don't defund, close them. But the boss of CBC says, we need a conversation. Conservatives, if you win, we need to talk about this because you take away $1 billion a year from us that you give us now and we lose because we overpay employees to do nothing. You get the drill. We will cease to be in business. Thank goodness for that. They shouldn't be in business. They've taken trillions of dollars from Canadians, trillions over the years. I mean, it's a free marketplace. Be part of it or go away. I mean, make money or go away. Have you ever been in business? I have. I've been rich and I've been poor a couple of times because I'm not that bright and rich is better. But when you're poor, it's not nice. You're poor because you lose money in businesses. They lose money all the time, billions of dollars per year. And they get a raise every year. So anyway, in Calgary, Premier Danielle Smith, she's now incorporated yet another Crown corporation called the Heritage Fund Opportunities Corporation. And it's to direct policy of the Heritage Trust Fund. That's like hiring a babysitter to look after the babysitter. I mean, that's crazy. Danielle, I agree with most things you do. I'm a fan. But I don't agree with this. I mean, the Heritage Trust Fund shouldn't exist. I remember in Lougheed brought it in. I was living in Edmonton and I thought, what is this? We're too stupid to save money. Now you got this PC who the first day in office, he buys an airline, Canadian Air, and now he's doing this. He's taking all our money and putting it into a trust account. But most Albertans liked it and they think it's good still. But you got to dig into it. You got to go deep and see what it is. I mean, Quebec equalization payment, they get billions and billions, it might be trillions now, of dollars from Alberta. Guess where the money in this Heritage Trust Fund goes? They lend money to Quebec. They never pay it back. It's just another siphon off of money to Quebec. And now she's incorporated another company to look after the company that's already there, and that's a whole bunch of companies. There shouldn't be any companies to begin with. You got that? Just saying. Okay. Rebates. Governments give rebates. Klein started that in Alberta, and I think Danielle's doing it as well, and Trudeau's always doing it. They send out checks for $200 or something. Don't do that. Keep the money and reduce our taxes. That'd be nice. There shouldn't be income tax in Alberta and Saskatchewan. Don't keep giving me money. What you do, what you hope to accomplish is it's like beating someone up every day with a 2x6. And then one day you hit him with a 2x4. And he says, thanks. That's what it is. You're taking all my money, but I'm going to mail you a check. And when I do that, I'm going to have to hire a whole bunch of new people. I'll create employment. I think Trudeau created employment for like thousands of people with these taxes that he puts in place because he sends out little checks back. And you give me $1 and I'm going to give you back 10 cents. The other 90 cents goes to all of these people. But then I brag that I created a whole bunch of new employment. Are we really living in this world where there's just no sense? I mean, good sense ain't common. I mean, these are the people that lead us. We need someone to lead us out of the wilderness. I think Danielle Smith's the only one that can maybe do that. But Danielle, listen to some of the things I say. Okay. Then you swing over to Ontario, where the leader there, he breaks me up all the time. He and his brother, brother, he passed away years ago, but he was entertaining as well. This guy, Doug Ford, he says, you know what? I'm going to call an election so I can deal with Trump. But you already had a mandate. You were the premier, but you needed to do it again. And then he goes on to say, if you elect me, I will do all these things. Of course, I always think, but you're already in office. You shouldn't, when you're running, you shouldn't say, elect me again and I'll do this. You should say, elect me again because I did this. That's kind of what it should be. He says, y'all get to go to the polls on February 27th, but don't worry, I'll be fine, and then I'll look after you, and I've got stimulus packages at $22 billion to do this and that. I'm going to do it anyway, even if we lose with Trump. Dumb, dumb, dumb. Trudeau. Talking about dumb, you with me? I mean, this guy, the Prime Minister of Canada, he's now appointing people to the Senate. I forget the exact number, but call the Senate 110 people, and he's appointed 100 of them. So the Conservative Party, when they do get in and govern, what do they do with this information? You can't get things through the Senate ever. They're not elected. I have a cure for that, by the way. It's been tried by the Reform Party and others. They said they couldn't do it. It's simple. Somebody asked me. I got the answer. Now, an optimist is, maybe that's a liberal. An optimist is someone who falls off a 30-story building, and at each story there are people there looking at this person falling. And on each story he looks at them and he says, so far so good. Then they hit with a thump and die. I hope that's not our country that these Canadian politicians are working on. Hey, y'all come back. See ya.